Good morning, everyone. This is Ramona Hurley. It is insanely early in the morning. I don't usually make videos at this hour. My face is washed out because the light in here is really dim. So the eastern sun is still going up, so it's not like past my window yet. It's still bright, but it's not as like, so I just want to explain my face. So it's probably like really late. Alright, hold on. This is going to be a video in response to, it's not really in response to any one video, it's a reaction to what has been going on with Willow Braden. I know that I'm new to her channel and I'm new to who she is as a person. I don't know her that well, but I have been watching for quite some time, and I've gotten an established way of how she operates and how she does, you know. And I think she's a really wonderful person. I think she's a really good person. She has passion and laughter inside out, you know what I mean? She's very caring and sharing. A lot of people are not like that. I'm not very sharing, and that's based on my past. Like, you know, I used to be very sharing, and I just noticed that when you share too much, people take that as it gives people power over you. That's how I feel, you know. So, but I have been noticing that. And this is not to stir up drama. It really is not. I really don't even care what other people think. This is for Willow, for somebody who I really do like. I like her spirit. I like who she is as a person. And to see her being altered based on her environment and the people within it, being pressured to do what it is that they want her to be and how they want her to do, it's not right. It's not right. Even if you are well-intentioned, like, oh, hey, Willow, we really do like you, and we don't want to see you stressed out like this, and hey, this is causing like some negativity out here, and you know, you really should really sustain from doing this and being this way because we just don't approve because we care about you. But you know what? That is kind of like manipulative bullshit to me, you know? Like, I think like if you like someone, it's okay to give them some guidance, but you know, to hammer away until they succumb to what you want them to do and how you want them to be, it's not right. Even if it's into a more serene way of being, even if it's into a more serene, like a more relaxed and beautiful ambiance kind of thing that, you know, she's doing now, which I think that is really, really fine. I think that Willow is like a do or die, left or right. There's no middle ground, no neutrality, you know, like when it comes to listening to other people from the outside. And I think that she gets messages, you know, from spirit, you know, and where when people are pressuring you so much, sometimes you just want to escape. And a part of that escaping is what you really need to do, and not based because other people are telling you to, you need to meditate now, you need to do this, you need to do that. You need to stop being so negative. You need to not honor that side of you because it's just waves in the lake are not very pretty. It's not very pretty, you know. Being a human being is reacting, is having feeling, and sometimes it's not always going to be peaches and cream, you know. Sometimes your heartbeat, so, you know, you hear things or you're reacting to a past that has bothered you and it hurt you. You know, when you like overdo it and you're I'm not saying that she was overreacting, but what I'm saying is that when you feel that passionate, when you feel that like that need to like, you know, it's because you're coming from a very hurt place. And sometimes, and it is just my belief that trying to have people around you, or even if it's coming from yourself, that message to sweep it under the rug, sweep it under the rug. Don't feel that. Don't feel this way. Don't express yourself. Don't. Because it's just going to bring things up to the surface, and that's just going to be bad for everyone. For a friend to tell you that, that's not good. You know, you can sit down and talk about it. You know, I do that with my friends I had, and then with my family members. You know, I honor them being angry. Like, yeah, that makes me angry too. That really make me angry too, Nicholas. But yeah, that really makes me upset. I feel your anger. I am angry for you. Like, you know, honoring that anger that's within you. Because if you try to sweep it under the carpet because everybody's like, now if I were to say to my child or anybody who I love, you know, stop it, you know, it's giving me a headache, I don't want to hear it, I don't want to deal with that, I don't want to do, nope, go to your room. That's messed up. That is messed up. For you to take away, for me to take away, strip away something that's real in him. He's angry. He wants to express himself. He wants somebody to support that anger. I'm angry. Yeah, man, I know you're really angry. Yeah, shit, that would make me angry too. Yeah, I get it. You know, and be that support with them. And then, you know, you can say, well, you know, maybe, like if he's playing a video game, like, well, maybe you should just not play with that guy because he's always trying to burn down your stuff. Maybe you should just ban him, and that way you won't have to like constantly being really upset with this one guy online. Or even like my oldest son, like a friend, you know, like say, like if this guy is always giving you issues, always giving you problems, right? Then maybe you should just like get this guy out of your life. And you know, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? Is that something that you really want to do, or do you think you can work this out with them? Like, you know, like, how do you feel like around him or her, like most of the time? Like, do you see what I'm saying? So I mean, there's a way of honoring somebody's anger and being upset without shaming them and browbeating them down into conforming into what is good for the community, you know, or what you think is good for that person. You know, it's important that you guys talk things out and honor every aspect of yourself. I'm always talking about, let me grab a cup of Joe. I'm always talking about facing your inner demons. Always saying that. Why? Because it's so important. Why? Because of times like these, and this is really is for Willow, not for anybody else. And it could help for other people as well, okay? And I just said that's not for anybody else in case anybody wants to give me grief about me expressing my opinions towards what Willow's going through, you know? But I think that it is important to face your demons because, you know, you have to, a part of doing that is figuring out what makes you tick, what makes you work. So when you get pressure from the outside world, when you get pressure from other people, even if they're well-intentioned, you know, that way, now you know that, okay, this is how I do. This is, you know, really get to know yourself is basically what I'm also saying. The more you know about yourself, the more of a stronger stance that you will have within yourself. So when people are hammering away at you, you're like, you know, thank you for giving me your 2 cents. Thank you, I appreciate it. But this is, I know myself, this is how I do. It's okay for me to get upset. This is okay for me to express. You know, let me express it. Let me just get it. I'm not trying to create something new. I'm just expressing something, a past hurt that I had. I'm expressing myself, and that is okay. That's okay for me to do. I'm not trying to create a new lifestyle here of anger and rage. But let me express something that I got evoked. I got evoked. Something happened where it triggered a memory of a past, and it made me angry. Give me some time to simmer it down. Give me some time. But do not browbeat me in doing something that I don't want to do. Do not browbeat me when I'm not ready to relax and calm down. You take the chill pill. I'm not ready to take the chill pill. You know? And that, Willow, that's what I just feel like you need to do. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I just came from your Facebook page, and you made a video which you deleted or set to private, that you're done vlogging. That's not the Willow I know, or that's not the Willow that I hope that you're not. Like, just because somebody is telling you, you're receiving pressure from all corners of the world, like, fuck everybody. If they're making you if they're pushing you to a point where you want to just like, you know what, I'm done vlogging. Those are the people that you just need to put in check. I'm not saying get rid of them, because, there are people, friends who are well-intentioned, and they just, they're just a little bit overbearing. And, just feel like, chill. I'm doing me right now. Let me do me, okay? Because essentially you're a good person. You're not somebody who's going to rock the boat and keep it that way and get kicks from it. There's a difference between people who get a kick out of rocking the boat and creating waves and honoring that part of you. That's not what it's all about. What I saw was that you got evoked, your feelings got evoked from a memory that was from a time that was really hard for you, and you were asking for some support. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. And my last message to you, I know all my messages run long. My last message to you is, oh boy. I'm sorry, my mind just went on the fritz for a minute. Oh my god, I hate that. My last message to you is, dang, what was I going to say? It was important. Oh, well. Okay. I don't know what happened. My mind just went on the fritz. My memory is so bad. It's just terrible. So I just wanted to, make this video because I just really wanted you to, oh, I remember what I was going to say. I noticed that, because of this one thing that you're dealing with from, I think that, whoever this Leanne person is, or these people that you were dealing with, and I'm sorry that I mentioned names, and I'm not going to redo this video, so forgive me, if that person that I just mentioned was watching this video, forgive me for mentioning your name. I apologize. That's all I'm going to say, because I don't want somebody like, oh, you called me German. No, I'm not. That was just a slip of the tongue. Anyway, I just wanted to say that it's really important to go inside and meditate. And my message earlier was before, you're like a do or die kind of person. It's left and right, and there's no neutral ground. Where I was going with that is, I see that, you like, I'm done vlogging, and now you've changed the name of your page, you are completely different. You're like in a different, and it's nothing wrong with what you're being, but I'm just concerned that maybe this is just a part of the peer pressure, you know what I mean? Like lockdown, just really stop and listen to yourself, because, you know, yeah, it's nice to be peaceful and serene, like all, you know, but not all the time. If that's not your character, it's not who you are. You know what I mean? And I think the message for you, not from me, but from Spirit, is that, you know what, Willow, it's trying to create a smaller world. And I always tell myself this when it becomes too much for me. The outside world becomes too much for me. Everybody knows that for me too. It's time to create a smaller world. And some people don't get that, but I get it. What I mean by that is that sometimes you just gotta block everybody out. You know, shut it down. Shut your Facebook down. Shut your YouTube down. I'm not like shutting them off, but what I mean is like walk away for a day or 2 or 3, and go out for a walk in nature. Spend time with your animals. Spend time with your husband. Spend time with your children. Do your tarot card readings and make your world smaller. And in that time when you get back to basics, you start to remember who you are as a person, and you know that what you're turning towards again is who you essentially are, and not based on what everybody's like screaming at you to do, or shaming you to do, or browbeating you to do, or fucking telling you to fuck off from your haters. You know, like that's not what it's all about. When you create a smaller world of your loved ones, and back to your inner serenity, not the serenity that people created for you, but your inner serenity. That's when you get back to you, what it is that you want to do. And that's the message for you from Spirit. And I think that's the message that you've been getting. But because you've been do or die girl, it's like it's all to the left. I have to be completely changed. I have to completely change the name of my video. I have to do you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do everything to the left. Just take that message that, Willow, you're getting stressed out. Willow, your anxiety's popping up. Willow, you're you know. So Spirit is telling you, shut it down. Create a smaller world for you. Friends and family. What do you love? Your children, your husband, your animals, your tarot cards, your walks in the beautiful parks that you take. Taking pictures of the skyline and everything, and shopping at your favorite shops, going to see your friends at your shop. You know, get back to basics. Shut the noise off. Shut it off. Shut it down. And that's my message for you, Willow. Just, you don't have to change the name. You don't have to change anything. And it is okay to express yourself. You just got to find a way to calm your own self down, if that's what you want to do. Everybody has to calm themselves down. I mean, we've all had somebody or a situation in your past that has made you like, and you can sit there for hours upon hours just focusing on that. There's been times where, and I didn't even notice, if I'm even in my home, I'm cleaning up my house, and I remember this conversation from a long time ago that just really, really, just, you know, consumed me. And I've noticed that, like, I've been cleaning the house for a full hour, and all I've been thinking about was, instead of thinking joyous thoughts, what I like is like, I'm cleaning the house with the boys, they're gonna, you know, like that's what makes me happy. You know, that brings a source of happiness for me, because I'm a mama to my boys, okay? But instead of doing that, I'm like, sweeping the floor, like, just throwing pots and pans into throwing things out that I'm not supposed to be throwing out, like mail. I've done that, like in the heat of the moment, like getting really upset, like throwing things out, and I'm like, oh, I just threw a check out, down, like, you know, I've done that. I'm going a little crazy. But I know that it's time to, like, okay, learn how to calm yourself down, and it's not even that you don't know how to calm yourself down, but I think, like, the message here is that shut the people out if they're the ones creating too much noise for you, whether good intention or ill intention, and you know that you are succumbing or you're bending to their pleas because that's who you are. Maybe, you know, like, not everybody. That's like another thing, like facing your demons. Like, if you're a bendable person, hey, that's something that you have to admit to yourself. I'm not saying that you are, but I'm just saying that if you are a bendable person, or maybe like a people pleaser, and you know that you're probably, most likely, if you continue to listen to these people, you're going to get really pissed off, and you're going to start doing what they want you to do. If you know that about yourself, that means facing your inner demons. That's a part of that. You know, just facing the negative things in you, that, okay, this is the person I am, and I don't want to be that. I don't want to admit that I am a bendable person, but because we all have things within ourselves that we don't want to admit, but you have to admit in order to fix it, in order to work with it better. Like, if I continue to listen to these people, they are going to persuade me to do something that in the end I'm going to regret, and it's going to make me act and do things that I don't want to do. Even if that means being super duper serene and peaceful and namaste. Like, you know, that's not me all the time. That's not Willow all the time. Willow is a very vibrant and happy and just a happy person. That's what I think. And you have, like, a little imp in you. So what? We all do. Just honor the imp. Honor who you are. Honor the good stuff too. Honor everything about you, and don't let anybody browbeat you into conforming. So that is my friend. That is my message to a friend, and because you don't look too happy. I know everybody is saying that, like, oh, I like the new you. The new you? There's no such thing as a new you. This is, you always have to go back to the old you. You know, who you were yesterday was not a bad person, or who you were a few days ago is not a bad person. Why do you have to get a new you? Just honor that time where you just got a little upset. So what? Who cares? And stop and tell people to shut up, just go away. You know, or just be nice about it and say, thank you for your opinion, but I got this. I'll handle this. Thank you. Thank you. I love you too, but I got this. You know, you don't always have to respond negatively. Just like, I got this. Thank you. So, alright, I'm going to wrap this up, because as you know, all my messages are super long, but I hope that you found this really helpful, and I hope that you take this in the right light, because, you know, that's my whole point of this video. Okay, love you, Willow, and I hope this message gets to you well and good, and okay, peace, bye.